AI automation founders stuck at 15 to 25K a month, listen closely, because I already know exactly what this ceiling feels like. Now, before we go anywhere, I want to make something crystal clear. We'll help you sign 15 new high-ticket dream clients at the full retainer price that stay with you for the next 12 months in 90 days, or you don't pay. That's the guarantee. Direct, strong, no soft language. And here's why I can make something so bold, because we've already done it at scale. I personally scaled my agency to over 500K per month and helped over 1,200 plus founders and generated over $100 million in client revenue using this exact same system that you're about to see. This isn't theory, this isn't hype, this isn't a framework, this is real experience forged in pressure. And if you've already bought a course, joined a mastermind, or hired an agency and you're still stuck, this is exactly why. None of them built a system for you. They gave you what worked and they hoped that it would work for you. The course that gave you the templates, the mastermind that gave you the group calls, the agency that gave you all the excuses, and you're still here, still stuck, still grinding, still wondering why nothing's breaking through. And here's what makes this offer so different from anything else that you've ever seen. You don't get a template. You don't get handed off to a CSM. You don't get to sit on a giant group call hoping that your question get answers. No, you and I work together one-on-one and we build your system specifically for your agency, your bottleneck, your offer, and your strengths. And that's why we can guarantee these results. Because when the system is built for you and when we build it together, the outcome stops being possible, it becomes inevitable. Now, let me talk to you not from the King of Leads, not as somebody that's been featured in Yahoo Finance, Business Insider, Fox Interviewer, US Reporter, or Daily Scanner, but as someone who once stared at the same ceiling that you're staring at right now, asking the same painful question: why am I still stuck at 15 to 25K when I know I'm capable for more? Now stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact pattern that every founder who breaks this ceiling shares, the one mistake that keeps everybody else stuck for years. And the one mistake that keeps everyone else stuck for years. You see, most people would tell you it's your offer, it's your outreach, it's your niche, it's your funnel, it's your discipline. But the truth is simpler and heavier. You're not stuck because you're lazy. You're stuck because you're trying to scale a business that still depends on you entirely. Your time, your energy, your stress level, your bandwidth, your emotional capacity, your ability to hold the business together without anything dropping. Now, let me slow this down, because this is where the weight hits. When you wake up and everything in your business depends on how you feel, that's not entrepreneurship, that's emotional roulette. And I know that feeling deeply because I didn't grow up around entrepreneurs or wealth or systems. Before I ever built an agency, before I ever touched AI, before any of this, it was just me and my mom and survival. I watched my mom work 2 or 3 jobs at the same time. No complaining, no excuses. Just grit, prayer, and sacrifice. And everything she did was out of necessity. And that's where my work ethic came from. Not ambition, but responsibility. So when I built my first business, I built it through the same mindset. Outwork it, outgrind it, outlast it. And here's the truth I wish somebody would have told me earlier. You can't outwork a broken system, but you can only exhaust yourself inside of it. So I spent years grinding, posting content, testing funnels, using random tactics, joining masterminds, getting coached by assistants, working 10 to 12 hours every single day. And all that effort did was make me better at being stuck. And before I figured this out, I did what you probably did. I paid $25,000 for a mastermind, never got 1 minute with the guru themselves, just their CSM reading scripts, just group calls with 200 people on them, just recordings, and I swore I'd never do that to anybody else. But everything changed when I joined Sam Ovens' Quantum $36,000 mastermind. And in that same mastermind was the likes of Cole Gordon, Iman Gaji, Alex Becker, Andrew Kirby, and even William Brown, who's super hot right now. And the first thing Sam told me was this: your problem isn't your effort, your problem is excess. And he was right. I was running 5 funnels when I needed to be running 1. I was on 4 platforms when I needed to be on 1. I was doing 10 things at 30% when I should have been doing 1 at 100%. And that's when I realized this: the version of you that built the business that you have right now cannot lead you to the business that you want next. And from that moment forward, I stopped trying to scale through effort and I started trying to scale through infrastructure. Not more hustle, not more tactics, not more funnels, not more grinding, but infrastructure. You see, founders don't fail because they lack motivation. Founders fail because they lack the systems that match their talent. And when I rebuilt everything through infrastructure, everything clicked. And that's why when AI founders come to me stuck at 15 to 25K, exhausted, frustrated, confused, overwhelmed, ashamed, and secretly asking what is wrong with me, I know exactly what to do because I lived it. I was you. And here's everything I learned. Every founder who stays stuck between 25, and here's what I learned. Every founder who stays stuck between 15 to 25K is missing one of four systems. Never all four, always one. But when you're in the storm, you can't see the tornado. You can only feel the wind. So let me show you the four systems that will change your life and your business. The ones that I install with you one-on-one. These are the systems behind Blake going from 1.5K to 70K a month. Rohit going from 5K to 50K a month. Lawson going from couch surfing on a houseboat to $33,000 per month. So let's dive right into it. So system number one is the offer. And this is your first domino. You see, most AI automation founders, they don't have an offer problem. They have an offer positioning problem. Your offer says AI automation, but it sounds exactly like everybody else. Website, chatbots, lead magnets, workflow automations. No business owner wakes up wanting that. They want revenue. They want their time back. They want their problem solved. And a 10-degree shift in positioning can create a 10x shift in revenue. You don't need a new niche. You don't need a new skill. You don't need to reinvent yourself. You need clarity on who you help and what outcome you can guarantee, why your offer is the only logical choice, and how you solve the pain deeper than your competitors. And once this is right, clients don't ask how much it costs. They ask how fast can we start. A small hinge swings big doors. System number two is leads, your acquisition engine. Now let me ask you something that may make you feel a little uncomfortable, but actually freeing. You don't have a lead problem, you have a leverage problem. And here's what I mean. You're manually DMing 100 AI agency prospects every single day, manually following up, manually sending proposals, manually tracking conversions, manually doing everything, and nobody ever built you a real engine. And your entire business process is propped up on your own effort. The effort that you have is a glass ceiling, my friend, and leverage doesn't, because leverage in AI gives you 5,000 touch points per week, 24/7 nurturing, instant qualification, and scaling through serious buyers. AI replaces real humans, it replaces chaos, and it also outperforms humans at a higher level. And once you experience that in your agency, my friend, you can't go back to the manual grind. System number three is sales, the conversion engine. Most AI automation founders think that they need to become a better closer, but that's not true. You don't need to be a better closer. You don't need to be a better pre-closer or pre-framer in your environment. Here's the real problem. Your prospects don't understand AI ROI. They think it's too expensive. They think it's complicated. They think it's for big companies. They enter your call highly skeptical. You see, sales is determined before the call, how your prospect sees you, how your offer is framed, whether objections were handled or dissolved, the emotional tone in which you enter, the level of respect that they have for you. If buyers enter the call skeptical or confused, you lose before you even start. But with the right pre-frame, closing becomes easy. Warm buyers close, educated buyers close, pre-framed buyers close, identity shifted buyers close. When you install this correctly, you close 40 to 50% of buyers without pressure. And system four is delivery, your retention engine. And this is where AI automation founders quietly bleed. You see, you sign clients, you deliver manually, you get burnt out, your AI builds take way too long, your clients churn, and then you start over. Every single month feels like a new mountain. Delivery must become predictable, automated, structured, scalable, and lean. And this what turns your service from a provider into a This is what turns you from a service provider into a CEO with infrastructure. This is where consistent 50K to 100K months comes from. And here's why this model works. So let me speak plainly, because most programs sell you a template. Most masterminds give you a community. Most coaches give you recordings. Most agencies only give you excuses. Most gurus sell systems that worked for them and they hope somehow that they work for you. But your business isn't generic. Your bottleneck isn't generic. You don't need another system. You need diagnosis and a build out tailor-made for you. And that's why I work with you one-on-one, not groups, not assistants, not CSMs, not modules, just me and you one-on-one. You plus me plus your business plan plus 90 days equals transformation. And we fix the one thing holding back everything. And once that bottleneck is gone, your growth becomes inevitable. Now, I want to make this clear. Here's what we guarantee. 15 new dream retainer clients who stay 12 plus months in the next 90 days. And this isn't a maybe, this is the outcome. And now at this point, you got two choices. And the two choices that you got right now is choice number one. Do it the hard way, keep grinding, keep duct taking strategies together, keep doing everything yourself, keep guessing, keep being the bottleneck. And maybe one day you'll figure this out. Or you got choice two, the built for you way, the one-to-one way. Let me diagnose your bottleneck and build you a custom acquisition system and build it with you one-on-one over the next 90 days. One path keeps you stuck at 15 to 25K. The other one puts you on the road to 50 to 100K per month. Now, the sobering reality is I only work with 3 AI automation founders per quarter because I actually show up and there's only one spot that's left open. And this is the moment where you stop trying systems that weren't built for you. And this is the moment where everything clicks. This, my friend, is the moment where you get it right and work with me one-on-one. Click the link, watch a free training, and then book your 20-minute diagnosis call where I'll find your bottleneck for free. And if it's a fit, we start building immediately. Let's build the business that you know that you were meant to lead. Click the link, watch the video, book a call. I'll see you on the inside.